Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's video is about do while loop. In this video we are going to learn about this loop in VBA, and if you want VBA to repeat a block of code again and again as long as a condition is true, then do while loop is one of the most useful loops. We will learn about what is do while loop, about its syntax, how it works, some examples and different ways to use it, and last, when to use it. A do-while loop is a looping statement in VBA that repeatedly executes a block of code while a specified condition is true. In simple words, it keeps repeating the code until the condition is true. For example, if we want to print numbers from 1 to 10, so we will say print the number, we will give the addition plus 1, and the loop will end when the number will become more than 10. Means if the number become 11, then it will end the loop and will not execute the code. So the basic syntax of do while loop is do while and the condition is given. After that, the code to be executed if the condition is true. Then comes the loop, which directly passes the cursor from loop to do while condition. So it will check again the condition. If it is true, then code to be executed. Then it comes to loop. It will again go to do while condition, and if this time the condition is false, the loop gets terminated and the cursor comes after the loop condition. Let's see some examples of do while loop. Let's assume we want to print 1 to 10 in A1 to A10. Means in this area we have to print 1 to 10. So for that we will write the code. So let's start writing the code. Sub fill numbers. So now we will declare the integer I as integer, and we will set the value of I at 1. Now we will start writing our loop do while, and we have to write the condition. So our condition is that it should not exceed more than 10. So we will say is less than equals to 10. So till the time I is 10, it will execute the code which we will write after this statement, and if it become 11, then it will end the loop and proceed ahead. So we have written our do while condition. Now comes the code to be executed. So we will say I, comma 1. This is what we are referring to as A1. Cell I1 means 1 1. When it will reiterate, it will be 2 1, 3 1. In that case, it will write from A1 to A10. So cells I comma 1 dot value is equals to I. Next we will do the addition. We will add every time 1 for proceeding the loop, and that's all. This is the code which we have to write for making our. So what this program is doing, we have declared I as integer and we have set the starting value as 1. Now there is a condition which is checking I's value is less than equals to 10. So it is checked, I is 1, it is small, so I 1 means cell 1 1 value will be 1. Then comes the line I is equals to I plus 1. 1 will be increased by 1 and become 2. In this way the loop will continue, and when it becomes 11, the loop will terminate and it will come in the end sub line, because after loop we have not written any line, so it will automatically come to this line and the program will end. So let's run this program and see how it works. So written, so that's the result. So let's check with another example. In this case, you will make the font color of A1 to A10 as red, and the loop will terminate finding no value at 11. So this is another case of VBA. So let's say sub process, and we will declare dim I as integer, I equals to 1, and we will say do while cells I comma 1 dot value is equals to nothing, means blank. It means we are giving a condition. When you find a cell which is blank, you have to stop the loop. So our condition is written. Now the code to be executed, you will say cells I comma 1 dot font dot color equals to RGB, and for red color we need 255,0,0 and I is equals to I plus 1, and we'll say loop, and that's it. So when the cursor will find a cell blank, it will stop the loop. So let's run this program and see what happens. Sorry, it is RGB and we have written RGS. So let's run this program, and our font color is red. So we have checked two examples of do while loop in VBA. But there is another way to write a do while loop. Instead of checking the condition at the beginning, we can also check it at the end. The syntax of that will be do, code to be executed, and loop while condition. So let's check this another syntax, which is condition at the end. So what we will do, we will remove the while condition and we will put it at the end over here. So now let's increase some more numbers and let's change the color to black because it is already red. So how will we know our program worked or not? So running the program, so when should you use a do while loop? A do while loop is especially useful when you don't know exactly how many times the loop needs to run. You want to continue until the condition becomes false. You're preceding rows of Excel data. You're checking cell until a blank cell is found. You're repeatedly performing an operation based on a condition, and you are working with user input or dynamic data. Points to remember before using a do while: the condition determines whether the loop continues. Point 2, make sure something inside the loop changes the condition, means you have to add the +1 or -1 kind of addition or subtraction so that the conditions change. Otherwise you may create an infinite loop. So if we will not say I is equals to I plus 1, the I will always be 1 and it will always be greater than 10. So in that case it will be a infinite loop, and it may never break the loop because I value is 1, which is less than 10. So condition is always true. Use exit do when you need to exit the loop immediately. If the condition is placed at the beginning, the loop can execute 0 times. So at that time, the condition is checked at the first step. And if the condition is not true, it will automatically break the loop. If the condition is placed at the end, the loop execute at least once. Means the condition will be true or not, that is the second thing. First is the loop execution, the code to be executed. So the code will be executed at least once, and after that execution the condition will be checked. So that's all for today's video. Now you know how to use the do while loop in VBA. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more VBA excellent programming tutorials. In next video we will explore another useful VBA loop. Thanks for watching and see you in next video.